Hi everybody, and welcome to episode, what is this, 34? Yeah, 34 of the Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft. Welcome back, not black. Welcome back, I'm glad you're here. And I am right now just trying to experiment with ways of making this building look a little more supported and also a little more interesting, just because the long expanses of wooden planks, you know, they look good. I mean, oak always looks good in my opinion, but it's not, you know, it could look better. So what I'm trying to do is fall in that hole right there. And then after that, we're going to see if this doesn't help at all. Alright, so let's get this in here and see what we think. Ah, no, that's bad. Now I'm trying to do this on camera, and it's all horrible. So, now in the last, or second to last, or second from last Minecraft mini I did, I asked you guys for some opinions on materials to make the walls out of in this build. And the reason, and I did that because I think, you know, audience participation is always a lot of fun, and I was curious to see what you guys think. Now, I was a little surprised in that nobody really jumped up for any of the stained clays. But it seemed like that going with wood, or going with like oak, or going with maybe like some diorite might be the best option. But I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. I'm still deciding, which is actually why we're working on building out these supports rather than getting walls in, because I think we can make some pretty cool looking supports, and then like maybe we'll get some stairs in here and put some more wood down here to act like the whole thing's supported. And again, already that looks more interesting than just that juncture there. So no, this is going to be good. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get right into it. Alright, so let's see what I've done so far. I've put some cross beams in, like they're attached to the beams on the edges, and ran them into here. And I do like the way this has come out. I like the way this looks quite a bit. It's certainly a more interesting ceiling than that up there. Now, what it's leading me to think is, with the extra dimension added inside here, I'm wondering if we need some extra dimension on the outer supports as well, because those would seem to be almost as important. Like if we need something that goes like something like that, and then crossways that way. I don't know. That could look good. I don't know. It doesn't look bad, I don't think. Huh. I don't know. I'm going to think on that a little bit. But then, you know, something else we can kind of do in here is add a few supports, like there, something like that. Or maybe we bring those down one. And we can also do maybe, do we want to do that as a support? No, that seems to take up too much space. Maybe stairs? Let's see. Let's try some stairs now. Okay, that's a possibility. Using the logs just looked a little too bulky to me. But that doesn't look bad. Especially, I'm considering that this is probably, you know, the foundation, so we won't have this, you know, the 8 stairs wrapped around the pillars up on the floors above when we actually get pillars in there. So yeah, no, I think this might work. Although I don't like that. Let's see. Take those out, then maybe There we go. That feels a little better. Okay, yeah, cool stuff. Although, just remembering what I was planning for my design, this is probably going to have to change here in a little bit. Because, like I said, this is going to be an overhang, and the wall will probably be right about there. Or maybe might even put it in here. Getting the, I guess, the supports in on the second floor, and I'm liking the way it turned out. Certainly liking it more than just that long expanse of oak planks. It looks a little more rugged, a little more durable, like it can hold a lot of weight, which is good in a way because that's what you expect a warehouse to do, but it's also kind of detracting a little bit because it's also sitting on a dock. So one thing on this floor I'm going to have to figure out, well, actually on every floor, how the building is going to interact with the cliff face. Certainly the dirt won't be there, but I'm trying to figure out, do I just do it all in stone and act as if the warehouse was built around the cliff face and actually faces part of it? Do I kind of wall it off as if they tried to hide the cliff face? I haven't decided yet. But I think it's looking pretty good up here, and let's show you the downstairs as well. I think this turned out pretty well. I've changed my mind on the design a little bit. There's not going to be like the overhang, like this first section here and out is an overhang, and then the rest is interior. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the entire bottom open air, and then the transportation system, like I said, I'm going to put some powered rails in, are going to work through here and, you know, start around here or something and deposit things up on the second floor. And then up here on the second floor, there's going to be another set of rails that will take stuff up to the third. As well, we'll also be doing those whatchadeelies, cranes, them things. Excuse me. But I think this is looking pretty good. I've got these particular pillars a little more enforced because they look like they're bearing a lot more weight. And I won't, I don't know if you recall, but I won't be repeating this kind of the stairs around each pillar on the second floor. Basically, I'm repeating it at the top, like on the ceiling, but I'm not doing it on the bottom. Which I think will look fine because it's more worried, like this is holding up that floor, and then on the next floor up, they're trying to hold up the floor above rather than doing anything for the floor below. I have this to sort of spread out the weight, or at least look like it's spreading out the weight here because it's resting on top of the docks. And I think this is going to look pretty good. I'm still really excited about this build. I haven't done anything yet up there because, well, you're looking at all of the oak I have in the game. So I think I've had to go and harvest more oak, or grow more and harvest more oak. I think for every Let's Play episode, like the last 3 Let's Play episodes, I think I've had to go grow more oak. So I'm actually going to go do that now. That way we can get back to work. So as you can see, I've got a pickaxe and an axe that are getting awfully low on durability. So I need to repair them, but before I go onto the anvil up there and waste some levels, I at least want to spend the ones that keep me above level 33. Because to get the best enchantments on an enchanting table, you have to be above level 30. Whereas using the anvil, it just takes a certain number of levels no matter what your level's currently at. So before we go repairing those, we're going to see if we can't get an infinity bow. Put that in there. Flame 1. Alright, we'll just take that. Boring. Flame 1, power 1. Take that. Alright. Punch. Why did it have to be punch? Yuck. Alright. That's enough. We're not wasting it to get punch. Punch stinks. So we got a bunch of junk. Not good. Not good at all. Sad face. Alright, well, let's go fix these. Oh, and by the way, that still looks awesome. I love that. That's just so cool. Alright, so we got our pickaxe and our diamond axe all fixed up, and that dropped us down to level 19. So we won't be enchanting again for a little while. But we're set to go. Oh, and... oh, wrong button. Hopefully this is enough oak to see us through. I kind of actually doubt it will be, but hopefully it'll at least get us through this episode. Alright, I really like how this turned out. It might be a little over busy, but I don't know, the extra detail, I like it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Hop down in the comments, let me know. This is the floor where most of the cargo would be offloaded after being brought up. I have an idea about what to do with the roof, but I'm still mulling it over just a little bit. But let's see. And I don't know if I like this. I'm just kind of following the mountain. And I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Alright. Well, ooh, sun's going down. Of course the sun's going down. But let's take a look at the other floors. I think they all turned out really well. I think what I'm going to do now, yeah, I like the way these turned out. I like the way this turned out quite a bit. What I'm going to do now is finish off this pattern in here. Extending this just to finish this out. That way we don't really have to worry much about this bottom floor anymore. I think we're pretty much done down here. Now I feel a little better. The last things to do down here are remove that when we're all the way done, and then fill in this last little bit. I'm leaving this open because if I fall in the water, this is the only easy way to get up. If not, I have to either go up there and try to scale all the way up to the top, or swim all the way around the wall. And I don't really want to do that. I've chosen the material for the walls, and I ended up going with unpolished diorite. I did that for several reasons. I know originally I was looking at some of the stained clays to fill out the walls, where, well, mostly you see the walls seem to be oak logs, but, you know, whatevs, that works too. But I thought using that much stained clay, just the building was so big that it would just be kind of overwhelming because those stained clays seem to be really rich, and I just thought that would be overpowering. And then I decided not to. Then I had two woods to choose from: oak planks and these jungle wood planks. Now, jungle wood I don't mind in moderation, and that is not moderation. And then oak wood I use constantly. I use a ton of oak wood because it always looks good. But I've used it so much that it almost feels generic now. So I just decided not to go with that, just trying to avoid it. That left me with either unpolished diorite or wool. And I had originally thought, you know what, I'm going to do wool. And then I realized how much effort I was going to have to go through to put together that much white wool. So here we are with the unpolished diorite. And I like it. It doesn't contrast too much. It's not overwhelming. So no, it looks kind of good. And we see I've left these openings here, which that's where, well, we still have to put the roof and the roof so that finish off that top floor, and there's going to be cranes coming off. And this crane over here will reach down to the water as if a smaller vessel were right here. And it'll take cargo up to these, and then cranes off the side that would bring cargo up to here or down here, whichever, depending on whether they want to store whatever they're bringing in or disperse it. So this isn't done by any stretch of the imagination. Like I said, we've got the roof to add. We have to do what else? We have to do the cranes. The cranes are going to be important. I got to figure out how I'm going to design those. And then I want to do, I don't know, some kind of embellishments on here, because right now it's a box. And so I want to add a little bit of dimension to it, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. But, you know, I'll figure that out. We've made a lot of progress on this in this episode, so I'm really pleased with how this worked out. And we certainly haven't done anything with the insides, although I'm not super sure about what I'm going to do. I like the support structures we put in here. I think they have a lot of character. I think they're a lot of fun. They certainly liven up the build a little bit. But that being said, I think that's all we have time for today. I do want to thank you guys for tuning into this episode of the Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft. I really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying this build as much as I am. I've never done something quite like this, so it feels it's a fun challenge. So I'm glad you guys are coming along with me on this ride. If you enjoyed this video, please click that like button. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. I bring out new content 4 times a week. I hope you guys have a great next couple of days, and we'll talk to you next time.